Hey DJ Nation, it's DJ back with a video. And today is going to be my UFC predictions for UFC 303, the cursed card. Yeah. It was supposed to be McGregor's card. And now it's Pereira's and Prochazka's card. And I think I'll just hop into the predictions because I only have a couple predictions I'm doing today. I'm not doing the entire card. I'm only really doing fights I care about, and that's like 2 fights on the card realistically, but yeah, there's 3 cards on the fight realistically, or 3 fights on the card that I really care about. I don't like the female fights. Well, all right. The cards on the fight are the fights on the card that I don't care about the female fights. Okay, the female fights are boring. But yeah, women's fight P break. Round number 1, or fight number 1, I meant. Pereira. I'll do Pereira and Prochazka since they're the main. I'm gonna get it out the way. I think Pereira will win. I think when you just analyze their skills and what they do the best, I think Pereira can set up head kicks with Prochazka's head movement, the spinning heel kick even. And I think that the jab to the body, the leg kicks, and the hook and straight right will be the money shots in this fight for Pereira against Prochazka. Even maybe the hook to the body, just don't stay in range because he's good with elbow. Prochazka's good with elbows, and Prochazka always has the chance to knock Pereira out, so it's going to be a good fight nonetheless. Yeah. I think Pereira will probably come out with a W. It may not even be by knockout. It could be by decision even. I can see it being a bloody war. And, ending up being a decision. Because Prochazka is also just a beast. Yeah. Next fight, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. And I think I'm going to go with... Frick, man. That's such a good fight. I think Diego Lopez... I think Brian Ortega might be the overall better MMA grappler. And because, you see... Or I think I've heard stuff about Lopez in jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff like that. I think he's a high-level jiu-jitsu guy. So I know Diego Lopez isn't going to be a slouch on the ground. I've seen him also submit people before. So I know he's not bad. But I don't know if he's anywhere near the level of Ortega. Ortega had Volk about beat, man. I don't think anyone else has been that scary on the ground to Volk ever, which says a lot about Brian Ortega's grappling. So I think I'm going to go with if it stays on the feet, I'm going to go with Diego Lopez. If it goes on the ground, I'll give it to Brian Ortega. I'll say it's a 50-50 fight. Very 50-50. not Michael Venom Page. That one's my favorite one, actually, the Michael Venom Page fight. I'll do that one last because it's my favorite. And that's probably the one I'm going to talk about the most. Because it's the most... This is the most, what's the word? This is the scariest fight of the night for both of these fighters, really, because Ian Gary, is on. Anyways, besides the point. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Smith. I think Roman Dolidze will probably win. I think Anthony Smith is getting older, and he's not as good. I mean, his guillotine was actually not bad. I can't lie. That guillotine was really good. I can't pull a guillotine like that, so, to be fair, he's still definitely world level. But he's like UFC level. Don't get me wrong, that's what I mean. That being said, Roman Dolidze trains with Sean Strickland out of Extreme Couture. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Yeah, I think that is going to play a big part in it. I've seen him on Sean Strickland's channel training with him, sparring, striking with him. You know, he looks like he's improving, maybe. He already has more power than Anthony Smith. I think he might knock Anthony Smith out. Or I think he might just take him down home there. But again, they're both wrestlers. Anthony Smith, honestly, being over here the overall better, more rounded guy. But I think Delite wins. Maybe like unanimous decision or TKO. TKO maybe. And then my favorite fight of the night for me, Ian Gary, BBL Gary versus Michael Venom Page. We want my boy MVP. TKO, second round. Yeah, I think the right straight is just going to clip Gary, and I think he'll have too much power for Gary. Gary's kind of chinny at times, and on top of the fact, Michael Venom Page's, their styles are just so, like, unique. They're both kickboxers. I mean, Gary, I don't know if he has any submissions. I don't know how good he is on the ground because he's never really been taken down. Michael Venom Page has a toe lock or whatever submission. And he's been, you know, kind of taken down and wrestled the entire time. So, you know, it could, you know, if Ian Gary could do that. I don't think he can now I'm thinking about it because Holland couldn't do that. And Holland has more reach and, you know, etc. On the same height and is a better grappler. I don't think BBL Gary will. Just me. But, yeah, I think Michael Venom Page is just too tricky. He has multiple setups. Gary, you know, has that feint, the jab, and he has a really good jab. I think if Gary's pressuring Michael Venom Page, it's going to be a bad day for MVP. I can't lie. Because the jab is so significant. I mean, of course, if MVP is able to counter him, he's a really good counter striker. When you watch his Bellator days, he set up knees, flying knees. He sets up straight rights, uppercuts. He's really good, and he's fast, and he hits hard. So I think he'll catch Gary and drop him and TKO him. I don't think it'll knock him out cold. It's possible, but I don't think he will. I think Gary's still too young in his career. So, yeah, I think he'll get TKO, and I think he'll probably come back from it eventually. You know, I think it'll probably take him a couple fights, but yeah. That's my UFC 303 predictions.